Today's video, we'll be talking about Minecraft villagers, currently known as one of the biggest contenders for breaking Minecraft's progression, and for a while has been needing a bit of tweaking. First, we'll start going over the current issues with villagers presented in the game. Currently, there are many issues with villagers in the game, but the main two I'm going to focus on in today's video are the following. First, they are currently overpowered, with no limitations on their trade system, allowing any player to obtain overpowered diamond gear, tools, and other resources in a swift, easy, and infinite way, allowing most players the ability to skip game's progression entirely. Secondly, we need to make sure villagers aren't too overpowered, but still relevant. After all, their main selling point is indeed the overpowered products we just talked about. So we have to make sure we tweak the villagers just right in a way that they feel like a pathway people can take in game's progression, but in a way that isn't just selling sticks to make diamonds. Villagers have had a pretty low perception throughout Minecraft's history, and only really began shifting during the 1.14 Village and Pillage update, becoming an essential part of any average player base in the game due to their usefulness with infinite diamond gear and easy usage with useful trades such as things like crops, wools, and even sticks for emeralds. So although we want to stop villagers from becoming too OP, we also want to make sure they are still valuable for the player in a way to have them spend their time and effort on them and still be able to reap rewards, but also prevent them from becoming easily exploitable like they currently are. So, I introduce you my solution to fix our current villager dilemma. We start off with my personal handmade UI. As you can see, compared with the current trading UI, it's relatively the same, with some slight differences. On the top of the UI are 4 tabs separating the specific functions of the villager trading system. On our right, we have 3 tabs, those being a sheaf of wheat icon as the sell tab, the emerald icon as the buy tab, and an anvil icon representing the order tab, which I will get into in a bit, as well as a chest icon on the left, being the delivery tab. Under the names of the villager's profession will be the original level bar, and under it, a new material bar. The first 2 tabs, buy and sell, are the familiar systems used today. You trade items off the villagers for emeralds, use the emeralds to buy off the villagers, nothing too different beside them now being separated between 2 tabs. The new tab, however, order, is part of a new system, what I call the ordering system. With this new trading feature, a player can enter this tab and choose an array of items to order. The item list includes the villagers' most highly regarded items, such as things like diamond gears and tools, powerful enchanting books, and other master level trades for each profession. There are 2 requirements for an order. The first, of course, being the usual emeralds, which you can earn in the sell tab, but there are now also the material requirements. So let's take a diamond chest plate for example. In the order tab, it would cost, let's say, around 23 emeralds, but also now requires the material bar to have at least 3 diamonds. So how do you fill the bar up? When you go back to the sell tab, you'll notice certain trades are marked with a star. This indicates that when you trade it for an emerald, you will also fill the material bar with this said material. Now, the diamond will start filling up the material meter and will eventually give us access to purchase the order as well as some free emeralds. After purchasing an order, the villager will stop all current actions and start focusing on completing that said order. This includes things such as item restocks, so you won't be able to purchase any more products from the villager except for whatever stock is remaining. Think of it as a queue, where you are waiting for one thing to finish while the next thing is waiting for its turn to start being processed. When the villager is finished, the order will be sent to the delivery tab, where you can pick it up. You can also stack orders such as, let's say, 8 diamond chest plates. But of course, there are downsides to mass ordering such powerful items. The time it takes to complete the order will grow with every order stacked upon another to order, and materials are still individually required for each stack. So depending on how smart you are with this system, you could either wait maybe 3 days for like a diamond armor or from like 4 different villagers, or you could be waiting 3 weeks from one. Of course, there are ways to get around this problem, such as the thing I said before, having multiple villagers of the same profession. But even then, there are still drawbacks. After all, they still run under the same system, so you would still really only order one thing to get the most optimal time. This handles what I think one of the biggest issues I see with villagers in a way that works, but doesn't entirely push away players from using villagers. They give away diamonds basically for free, so with this system, it not only balances out this problem by needing you to have patience, but still requires you to go out in the world to look for some of the resources you need to order. But the system also does still come with its benefits. So for example, while you still need to wait, you are actually required to use less diamonds for a chest plate than if you were to make it yourself. For example, the use of only needing like 3 diamonds instead of 8. Trading as a whole will be changed. Trading, as it currently is, usually tends to be look for the best trades from a villager, obtain emeralds for the best possible price, then use those emeralds to trade for the best possible price. This is used with either the supply and demand system or what I call the debt system, since I don't actually know what it's called. Basically, when they lower the price for the player by either saving the village or curing them from zombification. In my version of villager trading, things are a little different. Not only do the prices rise and fall, but certain products may also fluctuate depending on the performance of the product and the environment of the worker. The environment of the worker depends on the profession. So, for example, a farmer will need to be near some farmland so it can farm stuff. A librarian will need bookshelves to interact with, and a fisherman would need water to fish, and so on. This would help improve the efficiency of the villager, as well as possibly hold more items to sell with what I call substations. These substations have a major effect on trading itself, as it is integrated wholly into the supply and demand. While workstations are used for restock, substations are used to replenish. What does that mean, some of you may ask? Well, in short, it's as if the workstations is where you would restock shelves, and the substation is where you're even getting the supplies to restock the shelves in the first place. So if a villager's item is not selling well compared to others and is in good working conditions, it may lower the price and offer more due to oversupply. But on the other hand, if a villager's item sells too well, it may raise the price while offering less due to a lack of supply. So just for reassurance, the decrease of a product is not too impactful, being maybe just 2 to 3 items less at worst, while more product would actually be around 5 to more at most. This will also affect the way the debt system works. After completing a raid or curing a zombie villager, the villager will try to do its best to repay the payer depending on its working conditions. So let's say if its workspace is small with no substation, the best they could possibly do is maybe lower the price for you, while a villager with more spacious environment and lots of substations could start to work harder as thanks, lowering the price as well as offering more from the initial sale. This system manages to not hurt any current farms made and used by players in their worlds, but also instead rewards players to create villager trading builds in different ways, instead of just punishing players for not following the ways villagers would now be intended to be used, instead of how they have been used for the past 5 years. For now, that is all my brain was able to conjure up for this video, so I do have ideas on villager behaviors, but I'll save that for like a future video. Of course, I would love to hear your feedback on this idea and personal alterations on the idea to make it the best possible re-envision that we can make it. This series will be a passion project for me, as I've always loved to think about ways this game could be improved upon, so expect more in the future. For now, that will be it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, this is Veil2059, signing out.